How have things been the last time we've met?
It's been okay. I've been trying to cut back on carbohydrates a little bit more and like moderate how much soda and chips I'm having since we last spoke.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, since we last spoke, well, in our first meeting together, we discussed a bit more about type 2 diabetes and that being a reason for the visit and established some goals of, you mentioned, reducing some carbohydrates, such as soda, and increasing vegetables into our diet 4 days a week. So yeah, you mentioned briefly that you have been able to reduce a bit of the carbohydrates. How has implementing vegetables been into your diet? And also, are these goals you still align with and desire to move forward with shooting for in your wellness journey?
So I've been adding a vegetable to my dinner every night, whether that's carrots or zucchini, or I've even started to buy like some prepackaged salads,
Oh, awesome.
and that's been pretty good. And so I've still been doing the sandwiches for lunch, and those have lettuce and tomato on them. And so I think that adds to my vegetable intake as well.
Mhm. And has that lifestyle change been something you've enjoyed? Is it a habit you hope to maintain, or what are your thoughts on how that's been for you?
Well, I don't necessarily enjoy vegetables that much. The ones that I've been adding to my dinner, I don't hate. And so it's kind of just, okay, whatever, you got to do it. But so yeah, I wouldn't say I enjoy it, but I've been keeping up with it pretty consistently, and I have been feeling a little bit better. So I think my blood sugar has been a little bit more in the correct range lately. And so I do plan to stick with this diet because of that, because it seems like this may be helping.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you have been able to incorporate more fruits and more vegetables into your dinners, and you're starting to notice that you're feeling better because of as you have incorporated more vegetables into your diet. And with you feeling better, that's been motivating for you to continue this lifestyle change and um, yeah, continue to shoot to see what um, how your body continues to feel as you stay on this course. Is that what I'm hearing correctly?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. You mentioned previously in our first session that you do have a budget a food budget that you simply cannot exceed. How have you been doing with your food budget, if you don't mind me asking, with incorporating these vegetables into your diet? And do you have any yeah, would you like any thoughts from me of how to maybe brainstorm additional ways in which we could find produce that is affordable and that is sustainable for you to implement into your diet?
Um, well, to answer your first question, it's been okay budgeting. I've been a little bit more creative with it because I don't know if I mentioned in the first session, but in the evening, I like to enjoy Ben and Jerry's strawberry ice cream, but I know that that's a little expensive. And
Hmm.
so it used to be a treat and like a luxury. And now it's even more that since I've had to cut that out a little bit more for other reasons too, because I know it has a lot of sugar in it and it's probably not the best for my diabetes. And so cutting out the chips, ice cream, and soda has kind of made more room in my budget to purchase vegetables and fruits a little bit.
Okay, okay. So eliminating some foods in your diet has freed up more margin financially to implement other foods in your diet. Almost
Right.
like a substitution.
Hmm.
Okay, awesome. Well, if yeah, just any would you mind if I just share a few other ways that I've found to be sustainable, budget-friendly ways to incorporate more vegetables into your diet?
Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
Awesome. Um, First one is buying produce, vegetables, fruits in season, because typically in-season produce can be more affordable because you're eliminating some of the distribution, transportation costs. And also, just in addition to being a little more financially affordable, they're also more packed with vitamins and nutrients because they're from they're you're eating them sooner and they're maintaining that those vitamins and minerals longer than if you would eat them like 8 days after being picked, which is typical if it's out of season. And also something that I found is looking for buy one get one specials at supermarkets like Publix to be ways to uh, buy more fruits and vegetables affordably. Have those ideas ones that you could find helpful in your lifestyle?
Yeah, I have noticed that the strawberries at Publix are BOGO in February, which is when they're in season, I've heard. But typically, I do most of my shopping at Aldi because the produce there is much cheaper than it is at Publix or Walmart already to begin with.
Yeah.
And so they don't really do BOGOs there. But I have noticed that the prices will go down a little bit for certain items when they're in season.
Okay, awesome. Sounds like you found a supermarket that's been really good for your budget, and also one in which you aren't limited on the types of foods that you desire to incorporate into your daily diet.
Right.
So, Martha, what goals do you have for the remainder of this session?
Um, I would like to find a way that I can still enjoy my ice cream, even though it's not necessarily budget or diet friendly.
Hmm.
Maybe there's perhaps an alternative dessert that would still satisfy my sweet tooth, but not won't be as expensive or harmful to my blood sugar or A1C.
Yeah, okay, that's a very good thought. You don't mind me asking, what about the ice cream do you enjoy? What components of it? Is it the flavor, the texture? What specifically about the ice cream?
I mean, all of it. It just tastes really good, and I like having a bowl of it while I watch my show in the evenings. But now I only do that like once or twice a month. I'll buy a little bit. So,
Okay. And you said you do like strawberry specifically?
strawberry ice cream.
Okay. Have you thought alternatively to how do you feel about yogurt?
I could do, is frozen yogurt okay?
Frozen yogurt is okay. Yeah, frozen yogurt's great. Strawberry frozen yogurt's easily available in store, or there's opportunities to buy a plain yogurt and add fresh strawberries to the yogurt. Like you've kind of done, like you sounds like you have seen BOGO strawberries at Publix, so that could
Okay.
be a way to do that. While also to still meet that craving you have each night, but also do it with less added sugar into
Okay.
um,
Okay, that's more of like another switch that I could make. In terms of a goal, I was thinking about if exercise would help with this journey as well. Do you think exercise would help in addition to the diet changes that we talked about in the last session?
Yeah, Martha, absolutely. And it sounds like you are already exercising each day. You walk your dog half a mile in the morning and half a mile in the evening. I
Mhm.
think, yeah, if you desire to increase your walk, maybe instead of one block, two blocks, each morning and evening, that could also reduce any cravings because your body is going to be more satiated and not desiring additional cravings. Exercise has been shown to reduce hunger cravings, especially around the time that you um, have found yourself to have them. So in the evening, if you would like to reduce the sweet tooth cravings, to maybe push back your walk to a closer time in the evening that you would potentially have those cravings, as long as you feel safe outside to do so. So I know if it's dark outside, yeah, there you
Okay.
could be unsafe. If you feel unsafe to do so, but that'd be a suggestion, an idea.
I probably do need to walk more anyway, since I'm pretty overweight. My doctor told me I need to lose a lot of weight. So
Mhm.
I think walking more could help, especially in the evenings.
Okay, awesome. And walking is an exercise, form of exercise you do enjoy.
I do enjoy it, yeah, because it gives me time to hang out with my dog.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's a win-win. Time to hang out with your dog and time to a way to help with your type 2 diabetes.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Martha, it sounds like you have some great action plans moving forward to, yeah, seek out other ways, potentially swap occasionally frozen yogurt for the ice cream and add your own fresh strawberries to the yogurt, and then also increase your exercise each day with your dog, walking your dog, maybe 2 blocks rather than one morning and evening, and specifically exercising the evening closer to the time of the evening where you typically have the food cravings. Does that all sound right?
Yeah, that sounds like some good goals. I think I could do that.
You absolutely can. You are motivated and yeah, you're capable. Um, well, I look forward to meeting with you in how's meeting in 2 weeks sound
That
for next
sounds
session.
great.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to meeting with you then. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.